Nikola Jokic is still the best player in the NBA, and here's why. When you get into these debates, people immediately go to championships, especially in the debates of, best player in the NBA and who's to be the most feared. People immediately go to championships, and I get that. Championships do define how good you are. No matter how good you play in the regular season, what you do in the postseason really defines who you are. And so since Jokic has lost so much in the postseason over the past few years, and he hasn't gotten, past the conference finals into the championship, people are looking at Jokic down there like, okay, this is a regular season performer. He's the regular season MVP. He's got it for the last 2 years. To see if he's on the track to get the third one. And they're saying that he's just a regular season player. But I have to look at that and say no, because even though Nikola Jokic hasn't done anything to prove himself in the playoffs, Nikola Jokic is still the best player in the NBA. And the reasoning is because of the statistics. The statistics say it all. Not only the statistics, but if you watch the games, which most people that would say that Nikola Jokic isn't the best player in the NBA, they don't watch the games, so they can't just watch the games and be able to see that Jokic is the best player in the NBA. Therefore, the only thing I can use is statistics. Nikola Jokic averages 23 points, 11.8 rebounds per game, 10 assists per game. This is a center. A center averages a triple-double with 12 rebounds, 63% from the field. As a center, that is so efficient. He does everything you would expect a center to do. He is the Andre Drummond of centers. He does what a center should do. He can do it down in the post. He gets the amount of rebounds you need, and he plays like he's not the best defender. I'm not gonna lie and say that, but he holds his own. He's not a liability on defense. He does everything you would want your average center to do. He does what JaVale McGee or Hassan Whiteside does. But you gotta add on the fact that he can average 10 assists. And he does average 10 assists. You have to add on the fact that he's able to shoot the three ball and he's on the post. When he gets it down there, he's able to play make. Not only is he able to make ridiculous shots that the average center does not make, and he's able to score more than the average center usually does without shooting that many shots. Once again, the only problem I have with Nikola Jokic as a whole is that he doesn't shoot the ball as much as I would prefer him to. There's a lot of games where he scores 18 points and he shoots it like, 7 for 11. I'm like, no, you need to shoot 19 shots and then make 15 of those, and then we're talking. Sometimes that's the only thing that, gets me mad with Jokic is he doesn't shoot the ball enough. But this dude literally is efficient. He scores more than any center. He literally is able to give you assists here and there. He has a 9.5 plus minus, which is the highest it's ever been in his career. He literally has his team as the best team in the West. Even though I know they lost the last 4 games, this is a bad time to do this video because they're kind of in a slump winning-wise, but they're going to get it back together because even though they lost the last 4 games, they're still sitting on a 5-game cushion as a first seed. So they'll be fine. The Denver Nuggets are literally doing what you want them to do. Like, 4 games isn't going to stop anything. Let's just get that out of the water. But at the same time, Jokic is doing everything you would want the best player in the NBA to do. But the only reason people won't acknowledge him as the best player, the only reason I see people make the best player in the NBA list and then they put Jokic at 7, I think the only reason they do that is because he hasn't won. But it's not fair. It's truly not fair to say a player can't be the best in the NBA because he doesn't win championships. I mean, for one, Jokic just turned 28. For two, it's not like he wasn't like literally already just set out to never win since he was drafted by the Denver Nuggets. I mean, he's going to win championships, and I got my money on him to win this year. But at the same time, it's the Nuggets. You had Jamal Murray out with the ACL injury, MPJ out. I don't know why MPJ was out, but MPJ just be out sometimes. He just be getting hurt and just be out. I don't know why, but he was out for a long period of time. For the whole playoffs last season, basically their second best player was Monte Morris and Will Barton. That was who the Nuggets had. Jokic was doing his thing against the Warriors, and I'm a Warriors fan, so I know firsthand what he was doing. But he didn't have any help. It's not like Jokic just had a Kyrie Irving and a Kevin Love on his side. It's not like he's had a good team. So once he finally has all his chips in the right place, which is this year, and he's doing his thing, he's got an MVP and he's got his team best in the West, I feel like it's logical to look at that trajectory and say, I think he's going to win the championship. I think it's fair to say he's the best player in the NBA. I think that's fair. I think Nikola Jokic, I think it's fair to say he's the best player in the NBA because of this. Like, I know he hasn't won. We all get that. But at the same time, winning does not define how good you are. That is a team thing to win a championship. And he has not been blessed with the greatest team over time. But they finally have a shot at it. And I believe they can possibly do it this year. So it's not fair for people to go on ESPN and put Jokic at 4 in their best player voting. You can't do that. It's no way you can look at Embiid and say he's better than Jokic. There's no way you can look at Luka and say he's better than Jokic. I love you, Luka, but he's not better than Jokic. There's like the only player you can ever make a debate in the NBA about right now in this moment that is better than Jokic, in my opinion, is Giannis Antetokounmpo. But Kevin Durant is not better than Jokic. Giannis is not better than Jokic. You could maybe make a debate for Curry, but right now Curry is not better than Jokic. There's not anybody that you can really make a debate with except for Giannis Antetokounmpo. So how is Jokic just at 7? Like, I'm just watching videos, seeing what people think who's their best player in the NBA. And then they got Jokic at 7. They got everybody in their mama above Jokic when he's won the last 2 MVPs, and he's on track to win another one this year. If he wins, that means he'll have 3 consecutive MVPs, which puts him in company with Larry Bird, Wilt Chamberlain, and Bill Russell as the 3 players. Or he'll be the 4th player to ever win 3 MVPs in a row. Like, he's making a history. He's already made history every single year. Like, what more do you want from this dude, bro? He's doing everything. Acknowledge him. I know he doesn't have social media. I know he don't have guns like Ja. I mean, what's it going to take to start respecting Jokic? Because there's no way you can look at Embiid and say he's better. The statistics say it all. He's really a good player. And I believe he's going to go down as the top 10 player of all time, depending on how many championships he wins. But saying that he can't be the best player in the NBA because he hasn't won championships just isn't fair in my opinion. But that's all I've got. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did, man. Let me know what you guys think. Is Nikola Jokic the best player in the NBA? I think he is. But if you don't, you know what? No hard feelings. It's all opinionated. This is my opinion. Nothing here is factual. It's just all opinion. So, yeah, let me know what you think, though.